Let's talk about living your dream and why it is a very, very difficult thing to do. You see, your dream is unique to you. It has only been revealed to you. These are things that only you understand what you are talking about. But then you're surrounded with an entire society that has set out rules and ways of how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to study here, these are the best schools, these are the best careers, this is the way people should live. At this age, you should get married, at this age, you should have a job, at this age, you should have such and such and such. But you have a specific dream that is yours, and that dream is calling you to be able to pursue it. Now, this is why it's very difficult. It's because for you to be able to live that particular dream, you will have to become a person who probably the entire society does not agree with. At some point, you will have to become very, very selfish and choose yourself. You will have to do things that favor you, enjoy books that you enjoy reading and not what everybody reads. Enjoy watching content that only you enjoy and not like everybody else. You should spend time in the ways that relate only to you and not to everybody else. So at some point you will have to go against the populace, and when you do that, it is a very difficult thing to do, and there is always backlash. And then you will also need to be courageous to deal with the backlash that you actually get. It will also require you to graduate from one comfort zone to the other. And now, when you're in the middle of a comfort zone, there is no problem with that because it's a comfort zone. You're okay, you're well taken care of, you understand what's going on around you, you're comfortable. But then, in the transition of you moving from one comfort zone to another comfort zone, you will have to leave behind the things that made it comfortable for you to exist in this previous space. And those things, including relationships, including lifestyle, including jobs and money and anything that made you comfortable at that time, you will have to leave that behind and transition into something new, something where you don't know if you're going to win, you don't know if you're going to excel, or if you're going to get actually what you want. And then you start crafting a different comfort zone. Think about it. When you're trying to start a business and you have been employed, you have to leave behind a job, monthly pay, and that might even jeopardize the way your family works, the way you take care of your kids, and all those things. So there is a lot that you need to leave behind to be able to go to the other side and create a totally new comfort zone. And that's why living that particular dream is not as easy as it is, and probably why not many people are actually living their dreams, because it's really difficult. But one perspective I want you to understand is when you're thinking about living that particular dream, it's not even about driving the car, it's not about traveling, it's not about the food, the designer clothing, or whatever the dream might manifest as. The dream is actually housed in how do you wake up? What do you do when you wake up? How do you do the thing that you do when you wake up? How do you take a break? How do you rest? How do you take care of yourself? How do you enjoy your meals? How do you nurture the relationships around you? Because these are the things that start to create that next level comfort. So you have to start understanding that the next level comfort is not even brought about by the manifestations in material things that you start experiencing when you cross over to other part of the dream. The dream comes in when you have the dream comes in when you take seriously the little things that you do every day. It does not mean that you need to wake up and live in a totally different space, start driving a totally different car or anything. It just means that you start appreciating this much, much more. And that opens up a totally different level of comfort that you never experienced before. So when you're going out to actually live that particular dream, make sure that you do understand what it takes, that you're going to